Cool, cool, cool. I think we're set up. We're ready to go here. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Sunday. Hopefully you're kicking back. Maybe just getting to your lunch. If it's the work week, typically around now we'd be getting to our lunch, but Sundays can always be a little bit different. Either way, nice, bright, sunny afternoon here. It feels like baseball is about to come back. Around here in Buffalo, the snow's all melting away. Feels nice. And we've got some newer product for that feeling. 2025 Bowman Draft Mega Box and 2026 Top Series 1. Hobby box there, 20 packs, 12 cards a pack. This one comes with the 5 base packs and then 2 mojo packs. Trying to get that in focus there. There we go, a little bit. 5 packs, 7 packs per box, 5 cards per pack, 35 total cards. Keep an eye out for rare image variations and mega chrome autographs. Well, the rare image variations, I'd say you have to keep an eye out for. The autographs should be pretty easily visible. Random teams, let's get things rolling here. Alrighty. Left spots, as always, those are in the order that they were purchased. So John kicked us off and DJ closed us up. We'll copy and paste those in. Descriptions all set up there. We'll roll the dice for a less reroll. Not good enough. 30's all set, so that's right. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Copy them. Verification code is HLCMOH. Let's take it over the sidebar. Team assignments. We're ready to go. Okay. Clean up my spot here on the desktop a little bit, and let's get these boxes cracked open. I think we'll start with the Bowman. Okay. Here's that. Let's get this box going too. Save our silver and mojos for the same time. Although neither of them are called that anymore. Silvers or mojos. All right. Seems pretty good to me. Let's bring our light on over. And get underway. Good luck, everybody. We'll start off with Series 2, and we'll kind of just flip-flop back and forth, I think. Here we go. Kicking off today with Dalton Varsho, Jimmy Crooks, Aaron Judge, Kobe Thomas, Nico Horner, Joey Bart, Dylan Smith, Dodgers, Seager, Waka, Ronald Acuna insert, and Alejandro Kirk. Pack 2, Kybert Ruiz, Cam Devaney, Holiday, Otani, Caballero, Garcia, Wood, Joe Adell, Andrew Vaughn, Mike Yastrzemski, Will Clark, Stephen Kolek. Okay. Pack 3. Javi Baez, Drew Rasmussen, Tristan English, and Blake Snell. Contreras, Royals, Henderson, Phillies, Merrill. Tommy Edman, Tarek Skubal. Ooh, look at that. Nice. That's going to Russell. Sweet, Russell. Nice team logo parallel. Skubal's pumped up for you in that picture. Lazaro Estrada for the last card in the pack there. I like it. All right, Detroit getting us on the board with our first parallel. This is pack 4. Kerry Carpenter. Josh Lowe, Parker Messick. Lopez, Martin, Diaz, Lara, Benson, Abrams, Ole, and there's an auto. Detroit just keeps on rolling. Troy Melton also going to Russell. Back-to-back packs. Zach Maxwell wrapping up that pack. Okay. Maybe it's just going to be a Detroit hit per pack here. Let's switch gears and do a Bowman pack. New Andrew Morales, JT Quinn, Walker Janik, Pico Cone, and Jordan Yost. Corbin Carroll, Max Muncy, Victor Scott, Teoscar Hernandez, McGreevy, Blue Jays, Shanuel Cortez, Ben Lively, Luke Raley, greatest hits is Cal Raley, Gavin Williams. Carlos Rodon, Kyle Teal, Hop Into It, Reed Detmers, Casey Schmidt, Cody Freeman, Martinez, Pete Crow Armstrong, McKinstry, Pepio, Soto throwback, and Jorge Soler. Got 2 new breaks coming up in just a little bit when we wrap this one up. I'm going to be posting up a Pick Your Team hobby box of Series 1. First time I'll be doing that format with a standard hobby. And then I'm also going to be throwing up a Pick Your Team 2025 Stadium Club. So if either of those tickle your fancy, they'll be going up right after this break. Bob Seymour, Blaze Alexander, DeGrom, Kyle Karros. That one is Cal Raley, Bregman, Yamamoto, Pajes, Carson Williams, Imanaga, David Bednar, Mookie Betts. Kelman Gonzalez, Urias Sosa, Perkins, you see that, Langoliers, Mauricio, Caglione, Gavin Sheets, Chad Stevens, Friedel, and Cal Raley. Do another pack of Bowman. Keep a finger on that trigger, Alan. J.D. Thompson, Alfredo Duno, Gabe Davis, Josh Hammond, and our parallel is Mason Peters. Sean Murphy continues Series 1. Will Warren, Jacob Melton. Bone Naylor, It Takes Two, Moreno, Larnach, Duvall, Siegler, Sean Burke, Clemente, and Navarez. Perdomo, Lindor, Suzaki, Tigers, Yelich, Pasquantino, Mackenzie Gore, Ian Seymour, Brandon Pfaadt, Cody Clemens, Dominguez Greatest Hits, and Jacob Young. Brian Wu, Carson Wisenhunt, Freeman, Garcia, Rhett Lauder, Max Fried, Jose Ramirez, Yuri Perez, Jack Leiter, Drew Gilbert, Riley Green, and Matt Strom. Whoops, sorry there. Bumped into the microphone. Back to the Bowman. J.B. Middleton. Shotaro Mori. Riley Quick. Matthew Fisher. Ethan Petrie. Back to the flagship. Paul Skeens, Soriano, Joe Ryan, Kobe Mayo, Cesar Prieto, Tatis, Walter, Barrios, Rushing, Scooble, Rafaela, and Athletics. It's Diamond Dynasty team, Alan. So we kind of just, last season we started putting limits in the beginning of the season where we said your team average had to be capped at whatever, couldn't start players over whatever. But it seemed like that was we didn't really need to do that. It's kind of like overkill. So I think this year, at least to start, it's just Diamond Dynasty players, whether you buy packs, whether you just get them for free, however you want to put your team together. But yeah, it's one Diamond Dynasty game a week, a 9-inning game. I think last year, what did we have, 10? We had either 8 or 10 people playing. I think it was 8. But yeah, and then 8-week season, one game a week. It's pretty casual. Texas Rangers, just a lot of fun. Garrett Crochet, Bryce Terang, Luke Keeschel, Johan Duran, Christian Campbell, Schwarber, Butler, Jackson, Jordan Beck. Our first foil is Volpe and Logan Gilbert. I'm really excited. I can't wait, actually. I already got it pre-ordered. Got my World Baseball Classic stuff locked in. The pre-order bonuses. Will Vest, Tristan Peters, Schneeman, Cal Rayleigh, Chad Patrick, Jacob Marcy, Trevor Rogers, Sanchez, Church, Sagano. Got another foil here. It's Cole Young. Nice. All right. It's going to Antonio. And then Bailey Ober. Oh, nice. Yeah, you should join the league. It's fun. We're going to do some stuff. If you pull up the listing on the website, you'll see. We're going to be doing some stuff each week to make it more exciting than we had it last season. So it's going to be a lot more than just the games involved. You'll see. I have sportsmanship points and stuff like that. Kyle Schwarber. Each week, different themes that we'll be able to go with teams to score some bonus points. Scooble, Enriquez, you'll see it all in the details. Cabrera, Banfield, Smith, Mania, McGill, Matt Shaw, Nationals, Roman Anthony, Throwback, and Ronald Acuna. Yeah, and anybody who's watching this later or whatnot, if you just go to departurebreaks.com, you'll see featured breaks, then you'll see personal packs, and after that, you should see the sign up, the registration link for Diamond Dynasty. And if you click that, it breaks down everything we're doing this season. Prizes and giveaways and stuff. Dylan Beaver, Vladdy Guerrero, Ryan Abreu, Isaac Collins, Diamondbacks, Arenado, Estevez, Josh Smith, Bubba Chandler, Ryan Nelson. All Tops team is Bobby Witt and Otto Kemp. I suppose I should be plugging the fantasy baseball stuff while I'm here too. Anybody want to join that? Now's the time to register. Got maybe a couple weeks or so left for that. Weekly lineups, so it's a lot like fantasy football if you played that. Just locks on Monday afternoons, and then head-to-head scoring, just like fantasy football. Troy Melton, Matthew Boyd, Spencer Horwitz, Colson Montgomery, Schumann, Freed, Christian Moore, Nick Castellanos, Ryan Ritter, Shane Smith, PCA, and Marcelo Meyer. The only difference maybe than your normal head-to-head baseball league is with this league, you play 2 opponents at the same time each week. So it doubles the win-loss record over the course of a season. I think it kind of takes away a little chance, puts a little more of, expertise into it. Less chance, the better, I like, with my fantasy stuff. I want the talent to rise, not just the random dice rolls. Aaron Judge, average leaders here. Jeffrey Springs, Clay Holmes, Kumar Rocker, Brett Beatty, Dylan Cruz, Dodgers duo, Josh Young, Owen Casey, Austin Riley, O'Neill Cruz, and Alex Freeland. And we usually split up into 2 leagues with that, so either 2 12-team leagues or 2 14-team leagues. You play all season, and then at the end, the champion of each league takes part in an ultra championship. See who becomes the big dog in town for the next year. Edison Barger, Jonah Tong, Paul Skeens. No, you cannot change your roster daily. You can only change rosters once a week. So like Sunday nights you check it, and then they lock Monday afternoon when the games start. Then they stay that way. So yeah, it's not daily lineups. I know some people prefer that, some people don't. Just went more casual and not doing daily lineups, just weekly lineups. India Loperfido, Avila, Bryce Harper, Jeremy Pena, Jeffers, Acuna, Peralta wins, and Lennon Sosa. Yeah, it's not categories, it's head-to-head points. So you start 5 pitchers and 2 relief pitchers. 3 outfielder league, 1 catcher league. Nothing too crazy. Brewers, Ellie De La Cruz, Dubon, Birdsong, Muscle, Profar, Ben Rice, Byron Buxton, Otto Lopez, Devin Williams. Ooh. All right, Hunter Brown there, but we've got one of my favorites, the acetate see-through. Look at that, 9 out of 10, warming Bernabel. Crispy, even when he gets Colorado is pulling hits lately. Nice. If it's not an auto, it's something like this, Crispy. Way to go. Let's get this top loaded. Yeah, if a player gets injured on like a Wednesday or a Thursday, you're just out of luck. It's similar to football where, like, if a player gets injured in the second quarter, you're just out of luck. No midweek replacements on that stuff. And then also you got to look over your starting pitchers because, with a pitching rotation of 5 pitchers, some pitchers will have 2 starts in 1 week. Most pitchers will have 1 start over the course of the week. But every now and then you get lucky. You'll have some pitchers that have a start on a Monday and a start on a Sunday or something like that, So you got to kind of keep an eye on that when you're putting together your weekly lineups. Slade Caldwell, Brady Ebel, Nate George, Joseph DeZerwa, and the parallel is Cade Anderson. Cool. Nice. All right, Seattle and San Antonio. Once the week is over, you can take those injured players out, and we have an IL, You can take new players off the waiver for them. But Guzman, this is our last base pack. Jamie Arnold, Christian Fauch, Tyson Lewis, Max Bailu. Okay, so we've got 2 of these packs and 1 silver pack. No, Alan, I can't. I think I had it set at 5 IL spots. I'd have to double check that. Charles Davelin. Oh, we got blue and a insert. Cool. Nick Becker. Tanner Franklin. George Lombard Jr. for the prized prospects. And we've got blue Mitch Voigt. Nice. 114 out of 150. Going to Kevin. Good stuff. All right, let's take care of these ones really quick. Bear with me. 1, 2, 3. If I can ever get it sleeved up. 3. All right. Let's check out what we got here for the silver pack from the hobby box. Christian Yelich, Nolan Arenado, Bobby Witt, Rafi Devers, big dud there. But one more Bowman pack to go. Let's find an auto in this one. Griffin Hughes. Who is that? Looks like a Nick Kurtz insert, maybe. Landon Hodge. Max Clark, J.J. Weatherholt, and it is, oh no, it's Jamie Arnold. It is an athletic. In action, Jamie Arnold. Almost looks like a green parallel, it's so green. All right, let's top load that one. Gotta be careful with those die cuts. Sleeve up a couple here. Top load a couple more, and that'll be it for this one. Like I said, Pick Your Teams will get posted up momentarily after this break. We got Pick Your Teams Hobby Box of Series 1 and a Pick Your Team Hobby Box of 2025 Stadium Club coming right up. We'll break them at 9 when they fill. So if that's today, then we'll break them at 9 today. If that's tomorrow, we'll break them at 9 tomorrow, 9 o'clock Eastern Time. Here's a recap. Some inserts. Some Series 1 rookies. Bowman first, including Guzman, Arnold, Fouch, Blayu, Ebel, Desirwa, Middleton, Quick, Fisher, Petrie, Hammond, Gabe Davis, Thompson, Quinn, Cone, Yost. Colin Yost. Some parallels. Max Clark, J.J. Weatherholt, George Lombard Jr., and Anthony Volpe. And everything else was top-loaded. Mojos, Hughes, Hodge, Jamie Arnold in action, Davlin, Becker, Franklin. They had a parallel Cade Anderson, Owen Casey, Roman Anthony throwback, Cole Young, refractor or rainbow foil, Mason Peters, Jack Caglione, and Kyle Teal. Taking us back here, Mitch Voigt, nice blue parallel from our Mojos, 114 out of 150. We had the Tarek Skubal Detroit Tigers logo parallel. Warming Bernabel see-through 9 out of 10. And auto Troy Melton. Can't complain about an auto in a hobby box. All right, guys. You know the deal from here. I'll be over on the Discord and all that kind of stuff. If you want to reach out to me, shoot me a line over there, discord.gg/departurebreaks. Message us icon and our app always works as well. Departurebreaks@gmail.com if that's your thing. Or you can just DM me on some of the socials. And I'm going to go post up those Pick Your Teams now. Hope to see you guys later tonight. Thanks for hanging out with me on this one. We'll see you soon.